Have you ever been riding your skateboard and thought, I wish I had suspension? So, what we got here's would be a skateboard deck in its most simplest form. Essentially, you have these angled pivot pins that your hangers attach to. And this is how a skateboard truck is working. You get two of these bad boys on there, and now when you lean, you're actually going to get a turning radius.
Yeah, so it's these two wheels right here, and you get an arc like that, right?
So, why not take it one step further and add springs to those pivots? And now, you got yourself some suspension. Now you have this sweet Action Jackson setup where when you encounter surfaces that are not smooth, the skateboard can now float over those rough surfaces because it is suspended.
So here you can really see the truck working. This is also an interesting, very simple model of a truck, but yeah, you can see that as I turn, the little washer wheels are, and the turning radius on this thing would be nuts. But it's just, it's using components that are all already there on these pivot pin trucks. So it's not really adding anything drastically different. It's just you've got a bolt here, and we're just adding travel along the bolt. All right?
Mm-hmm. It's a nice, simple mechanism.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even have to be springs, too. It could be, it could just be polyurethane dampeners.
You could use some elastomers. Elastomeric plastics.
Yeah. So we have previously been doing, we were custom making Rojas base plates, right?
Yeah. We're actually welding up some fabricated base plates for the Rojas trucks.
And then we are hoping to eventually make our own hangers as well, which is something that we've been distracted from. But it'd be very cool, I think, if we get the opportunity to do that, to take a look at a function like this on those trucks to see if we can make something like that work, because that would be very interesting and unique.
Yeah, because the Rojas trucks are really nice because they are so rigid. They have a very tight, precise feel. But because it's so tight and so rigid, you feel everything in the pavement. There is metal on metal contact, which you get translated through the deck directly into your feet. So there's absolutely no suspension or no way to take those edges off, or the hard, abrupt edges off. So something like this
could be very nice.
If it could be done simply.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then
being demonstrated.
And then I think it'd also be very cool to take a design like this, and if we do it, so we mount these upside down and backwards, so instead of the pins coming down inwards on the bottom, they can go up and outwards on the top. If you combine that with nice big wheels, say like on a mountain board, you could end up with a good amount of suspension, like on this design, which this design is obviously exaggerated just to demonstrate the point. But you could end up with a design that actually does have as much suspension or more on a mountain board, which could really use suspension, especially more than a normal truck could. And that could be an interesting way to go about doing that too. And then you're also building in drop to the deck. So I think that'd be an interesting way to look at as well.
Radical. It's suspended. So, this is Longboard Technology, over and out.